Alright, so I'm going to be posting this before my videos, guys, and you can partake in it or not, but we're going to do some singing bowls and I'm going to say a little prayer. And you're welcome to just sit and relax and free your mind up before the reading with me. I just wanted to do this. I'll timestamp it, so if you want to go straight to your reading, that's fine too. So we're going to go ahead and start. Take a deep breath. I call upon light and all beings whom serve only love and light. I ask you, angels, ancestors, and light beings, to cleanse and protect this space. Ask for your protection and guidance so that your divine sight can be delivered with love and healing for the greatest good. I ask you, angels, ancestors, and guides, to assist those whom these messages are meant for, to assist them on their journey of healing and spiritual growth. I appreciate your unconditional love and guidance. Thank you, angels, guides, ancestors, and Lord of Love. Amen. Okay, guys, so singing bowls. I'm just going to relax and listen. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if so, I'm glad, and I'm happy you guys come to my channel and enjoy your reading. Hi, Sagittarius. We're getting ready to do your reading. So we're going to start with the Guardians of the Night Tarot. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. I appreciate your support, your likes, your subscribes. And if you're new here, welcome. Hello. Let's see here, and let's get Four of Cups. Could be an opportunity for something very emotional presenting itself to you that maybe you might be overlooking. And you could be comforting yourself in old emotional ways when there's a new emotional approach available to you to handle your emotions or handle some, that's what I'm feeling with this armadillo and this cup. It's like, and then we got the World, and it did come out reverse, so not quite the end of an old cycle, but I feel like there's something here that's presenting itself to you as another way of handling maybe your own apathy, which is your non-interest in something. So you could be really like not interested in something. You could be getting closed off to it, or not wanting to partake in something that's different because, and there's a feeling here of just kind of protecting your old ways of like comforting yourself, emotionally handling yourself or others, when I feel like there's something new coming in and you may just overlook it because this other stuff makes you feel comfortable, but there's something really good here being offered that you might overlook, and it feels like a chance at a new cycle. The High Priestess, yeah, there's something here you're intuitively picking up here, that you're not listening to your intuition on this one. Something is either telling you to, I'd say it's saying take a new opportunity, take this chance to maybe handle your emotions differently, or look at something, like comfort yourself in a different way, to close out a cycle, it could have something to do with taking control over your like releasing control over something, some situation, something like that, where maybe this is how you've handled things in the past and you want to hold on to that control over emotions, or your emotions, or even other people's, and it's offering you this kind of way out of this, but you could be like just not listening or turning your back to it, because this is the stuff you're used to. This is how you're used to emotionally handling things. That's what I'm getting. Let's get one of these. Direction. A new direction and play, lightening up, releasing control, taking. It's interesting because I'm getting like this new direction has, it's like you're wanting to stay in the same place, but there's something calling you in a different direction. Maybe on how you deal with emotions, or how you're handling something, your own emotions. This could be crutches, habits, overindulgence, stuff like that. You know, this is, you guys, this round of readings has been a lot of shadow work. So keep that in mind. Don't kill the messenger, but we are dealing with shadow work right now, because there's stuff we need to release in order to better our lives and our existence and our happiness, and be fully engaged and accepting the good things that are coming in for us. It says shine love on fear. So if there's something you're fearing about changing your ways or releasing control of something, it's saying love will light up the darkness. Let love do the work. Let love do the work. It says you deserve good things. Keep your focus on what you want. So if you're choosing, yeah, I'm not taking another opportunity, or there's something intuitively you may be having a hard time listening to, and about closing up some old, I'd say it's like some old emotional, either triggers or thing. I feel like the Four of Cups a lot of the times to me is like emotional, the way we handle our emotions. And it's like, to me, it can be overindulgence, like just, and it leaves us kind of like numb to like real feelings when they come in, because we're so wrapped up in the, like superficial like feelings and stuff. It's just interesting. I'm getting that with you guys this reading, but there is a feeling here of seeing a different way of handling something and maybe turning your back to it. But right now is a good time to realize that if something is being offered to you that is good, to take it. But if you think, you know, hey, I deserve better, I'm keeping my eye on the ball, it says keep your focus on what you want, not what you don't want. That's another thing I get too, is like focus on the positive right now, not what you don't want, but what you do want, and make sure to act accordingly to that, if that makes sense. Perceptivity. Yeah, this kind of is giving me that hangman energy. Things are not always as they seem. There may be something here presenting itself to you, and you're like, that you're even like, I should take that, I should do that. But there's a feeling here of like, understanding that it's like kind of coming from somewhere else. It's weird. Like maybe it just, there's a feeling here of looking at something and like either completely rejecting it because it just doesn't seem like, maybe it seems too good to be true, or something like that. That's what I'm kind of getting. And it's like your intuition may be telling you to take this opportunity, take this chance or something. This could be vice versa, where it's telling you to not take the chance, to stick with what you have. But usually with the Four of Cups, it's because we've shut out all other options. We only have what we're used to. We're secure in what we have emotionally, so we don't need it's interesting, but there's like 3 cups there, and we only like need 1, like, and it's like interesting. There's just a feeling here. Let's get another one of these. Being observant of the environment and what it's offering you. Flexibility, better to bend than break. Willingness to change or compromise, ability to modify plans. Yeah, it's like, yeah, this is definitely feeling like some things you need to look at a little differently, maybe follow your intuition. It feels like maybe you could be handling some things in an old emotional way, where Spirit is coming in saying, be flexible right now, be willing to change the way you see things, the way you understand emotions and your own emotions, and the way you understand, like, the way we deal with those emotions, to move forward, to close out a cycle. This feels like an emotional lesson, emotional cycle. And then nobility, be noble, for you are made of stardust. Listen to your intuition. If something is saying this is the right thing to do, do it. If it requires you, like, swallowing, like, I feel like saying eating crow. If you have to say you're sorry, or you have to bend a little, it's just interesting because it feels like you may be being called to be flexible and less controlling in order to begin a new cycle, to close out an old way of handling emotions. And it's good because it's showing like kind of a higher road. It's taking like the higher road is what I'm feeling. Let me get one of these real quick. And it's also kind of, yeah, there's just something here intuitively you may not be listening to that's telling you. And this has community. Yeah, community and union. Wisdom. This could be getting into or surrounding yourself with others. Definitely being, it's almost like, it's like maybe you've misjudged something or seen something, and there is really something there that's coming. It's going to close out a cycle and bring in a new cycle, one that's good and more noble and more flexible, and a new perspective and union. It's also being nurturing too. The Earth Mother came out in the middle, and that's like that mother energy, nurturing something, being accepting, loving. I always feel unconditional love with like the Earth Mother or the Empress. It's, you know, things don't always grow as we want them to, but the Earth Mother doesn't care. The Empress doesn't. She knows there's a purpose for everything, and she does not try to control what grows in her garden. She just lets it grow, and later finds the benefit for whatever it is that is there. Conviction, where there is a will, there is a way. Commitment and conviction fell out. So this is staying committed. It says Rome wasn't built in a day. This is staying committed to something, and maybe not taking a new opportunity, but there's something, there's just interesting. This could go both ways, you guys. You'll know where you're at in this. But it says Rome wasn't built in a day. Pledging time and energy to a goal, relationship, or cause deemed meaningful. Conviction, where there is a will, there's a way. Firmly held belief or value. Unwavering dedication to an ideal. But I feel like you need to be a little more flexible. In that is what I'm feeling, Sagittarius. So that's what I'm getting for your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and get one of these. It's very interesting. What direction do you go, Sagittarius? Follow your intuition on this. I feel like you're being asked to be flexible and understand that you have to stay focused on what you want, which means you have to also understand that it requires work and possible change and flexibility on your part, and it can begin a new cycle. Space-time weaver. Space-time weaver. Today life woke me up from a great slumber. That's that Four of Cups. It's like coming out of a emotional slumber where you're used to like dealing with emotions a certain way and handling it, and then all of a sudden it's like an epiphany happens where you're seeing something different emotionally. And it says a lethargy of dark and cold times that were in fact perfect, and allowed the light that inhabits this every moment to shine brighter. Yeah, so this is interesting because in this card, there's a cloud and it holds this cup. And this Four of Cups is about being lethargic and just kind of in your zone, whether this is addiction or just stagnation, sitting with the same emotions over and over and over again, and nothing, it's not bringing happiness. But then there's this cup coming in, this cloud. A lethargy of dark and cold times that were in fact perfect, and allowed the light that inhabits. Today life woke me up from a great slumber. Like everything happens for a reason. That's what I'm getting. Like dark and cold times, it says, and they were in fact perfect, and they allowed that light that inhabits this very moment to shine brighter. The moment that the clouds part, the moment that good comes through, it's like even better. Like I take off an archaic mask. I observe all judgments I make and all the things I didn't give myself. I stop labeling my emotions as good or bad. With newfound awareness, I embrace the fact that emotions simply are. They are natural expressions of an inner reality, of a need. I now look at my life as a living fabric with its patterns, figures, and colors. I appreciate the beautiful and subtle piece of art I have been creating. I incorporate new and diverse colors into my fabric. I integrate in me what I had previously separated, thus allowing my wings to open. I embrace my variety, loving myself and feeling proud of myself. Tenderness is the key word to this card. Being, maybe instead of being like rigid or controlling or ignoring or numbing, it's really getting in there and being warm and tender and allowing yourself to be flexible and maybe make some emotional changes that are going to help you see the more good things and coming into a new cycle. I allow what is happening to me to flow and tenderly embrace the complexity of my emotions. Looking at the path differently means being gentle with myself. It requires understanding, giving in sometimes, and rethinking with the most beautiful imagination. Like, maybe everything does happen for a reason it's supposed to, and being gentle with that and kind with, and it's sitting with like those feelings of, it says giving in sometimes. Giving in sometimes. Being gentle with myself, it requires understanding, giving in sometimes, and rethinking. Rethinking some kind of emotional thing in your life that you may be turning your back to, or you may be rethinking about embracing. Whether this is understanding, forgiveness, something like that, tenderness, being gentle, where you might be being shut off. That is what I'm getting. I says, I'm rooted in the certainty that there is still much love to be lived. There's still more. There's something more here beyond what you're holding on to. But it's going to require that you're flexible and you allow a new direction. This does feel like you need to listen to your intuition if it's telling you, hey, you know, it's just interesting. I'm getting a lot with looking at things differently. I'm getting that hangman energy all over, even though the hangman's not here. Perspective. And then this just flew out, you guys. Yeah, changing your perspective on something that allows you to be more flexible and loving and engaging in something more than you have been engaging. Like maybe you haven't been engaging with something that you really deserve, and could be a good thing and help you learn something very valuable and begin a new cycle. There's something here with your own emotions keeping you from engaging in something that's is good and beautiful. You just have to think outside your normal emotional responses. Staying grounded, rooted. Very interesting, Sagittarius. Well, that is your reading, and I hope it helps somebody. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.